How's everybody doing today? This is LA Kendrick with another short story from the vault of Would You Dare. Each day, or whenever we do these shows, what I'll try to do is I'll try to pick a random story from the internet or from the web or some from my own personal files, which have been dated and copyrighted 2022. This is just to get back to the fans and show you guys, or the fans of the work, that I really appreciate what you do and the support that you've shown me for since 2012 when I published my first book. So we're trying to wrap up the Destiny versus Chaos series with the Foes of God and get that published. And the third book in the series of the benefits of a bully for the 10 and up group. And those guys fight everything that we're talking about. So again, we'll be grabbing stuff from UFOs and aliens and goblins and vampires, just things like that the group, the young guys in the benefits of a bully, they tackle and they fight. Okay. We're a few subs shy on my YouTube page. So again, you guys, help me out here. Follow, share, subscribe, hit that notification button on YouTube. Again, these stories are for you guys until I get the other work published out in books and you can purchase those. We do a lot of prizes for people that participate, like your name in the book or character written in the book. We do a lot of stuff here to try to make sure that we show appreciation. We have a real contact. So when we do get the ability, a real contact with the fan base. So when we do get the ability to live stream, we can do Q&A on a lot of different stuff because I have a lot of things that I cover. Okay. And with that being said, let's get into the story. It's called Hospital Hell: Curse of the Two Shot. And it's about a father and a daughter that were in a car wreck, and they've been brought to this facility, which they believe or they thought was a hospital. And it turns out to be just a little bit more than they bargained for. But let me tell you through the lens of the father, okay? Let's go. Baby, wake up, we gotta get out. The father tells his daughter. We were in a car wreck. Nothing serious on you. You just blacked out and this ambulance came and brought us here. For what I think was an ambulance. But I don't like this here. There's some crazy stuff going on outside of the room. Get your clothes on. Go. Come on, move. They're at the foot of the bed. You gotta move. Come on, move. And then the daughter responds, how long have I been out, Dad? She asks. About 5 hours, they ran tests as he keeps peeking out the door, watching the chaos in the building and in the hallways. He can see people running and screaming for their lives, but he can't really make out what they're saying, not completely. It's a good thing your pop is a first assistant in the OR, otherwise they'd be pumping you full of unknown junk. I looked over your charts and everything was standard until they gave you this shot. This one right here. I don't understand what it is. And he points to the chart, and he shows his daughter the shot that he's talking about. It's listed as unknown. The nurse said it would make it easier to run scans on your body to figure out if you have any major issues. I didn't believe her because she tried to give you a second dose, like back to back. And I told her, unless she told me what it was, I wasn't having it. She told me she'd have the doctor come in and explain. She left, and that's when everything started going crazy outside. The glass crashing, loud monsters yelling. If you listen carefully, you don't even have to listen carefully. Just listen for a second. You can hear it still going on now. Now, I really need you to move. Got to get you out here to safety. Okay, Dad, okay. I'm going as fast as I can, she says. The father has his back turned only for a split second when one of the patients bursts through the door out of breath. The dad gets ready to crack his head when the man says, wait, let me explain. If they catch you, don't let them give you any more shots. That's how they get you. I don't even think the staff here is human. The oversized eyes, they blink sideways, not up and down like ours. They've got this horrible, horrible mouth, but they wear those surgical masks so you can't see their faces, not totally. I pulled one off. That's when I saw it. They're true it. But they're hell-bent on poking you with this fluid. That's how they transform people that they bring here. From car wrecks, homeless. It's against your will. Or at least they make you think that they're doing something good for you. They pretended this is a hospital, but it's an off-the-record human experimental harvesting lab. I've overheard them say it's for controlling the human race by breeding monsters to take over by force. They're here to bioengineer the total annihilation of the human race. And from what I've seen, multiple world governments are participating by allowing them to, in some kind of weird bargaining, giving them permission to take certain people in certain quantities, but they've gotten out of control. So that's what all the screaming is about, the dad asked. Yes, and this fluid has many strange side effects. It's hard for me to focus right now, so forgive me if I sound like I'm battling insanity, catatonic states. Catatonic states. I'm sorry. Paralysis, blood clots that cause bleeding from the eyes, ears, and nose. I've even seen hearts explode out of people's chests after the second dose. They put this thing on your back. It looks like one of those giant sea cockroaches, just a horrible monstrosity, and it digs under your skin. And then the control over you begins. You become this huge, gray, monstrous, humanoid killing machine. One of them has gotten free, and that's what this ride is about. Right now, they're really hard to kill. I've been here a couple of months. This is the first one to get free that I've seen. Don't let them get you too, like they got me. They gave me the second shot, but before they could finish the process, all hell broke loose, and I ran. Now, follow me on this, okay? There's an antidote on every cart in case they need to shut you down, and every doorway has one. It's labeled XZ-07, I believe. The dad's confused and he's frustrated now. And now he's a little bit unnerved because he's got to get his daughter to safety. Damn, the dad says. Daddy, we got to get out of here. The daughter responds. What do you think I've been telling you? The dad answers back. The man leads them out of the room. As the people are running everywhere, he points to the car where the antidote is. The dad reaches forward and hears a loud roar. Then the man that was helping them is lifted by the neck. You hear the break. Then he's thrown into the wall. The monster is here. The creature then grabs his daughter and uses the defibrillator, and the dad uses the defibrillator at maximum power and voltage to shock the creature. It releases his stunned daughter, and they keep running for the stairwell. The staff try to stop them, but the creature is tearing through all of them, giving them time to escape. The creature's in pursuit of them, and the dad grabs a liquid from one of the carts and coats the floor behind them. The beast has no traction and cannot get a hold of the two as he slips and slides, trying to maintain balance and get back to his feet as he falls. They can see the front exit and flashing red lights, so they run out through the glass doors to safety. That's when they notice the building is being covered in this huge quarantine, airtight, plastic-looking net, and it almost prevented them from getting out. But the people they see all appear to be like the staff, creatures blinking and looking at them, motionless and expressionless. Glass crashes and the staff turn their attention back to the building. It's the mutated creature. They let our two go with a stern warning. And in a garbled voice, you can leave now, but we will hunt you down. That fluid compound is in your daughter's system, and you will join us, as will the rest of the human race. And the dad responds, we'll see about that when you come looking for us. We'll be ready. Mark that. The dad replies. Beings in hazmat suits armed with flamethrowers ignite the building, setting it ablaze. The father and daughter find the car as the creature's attention again is focused on their scrub agenda, allowing them to escape. Dad, they say they're coming for us. It's in my system, the daughter says, crying. Not for long, the dad says. He has the antidote from the cart. He swabs on with an alcohol pad, withdraws the fluid, making sure there are no air bubbles in the needle, and injects his daughter, purging the fluid from her body. You could see it like some illuminated fluid crawling out of her pores, and then it evaporates. Her dad, also being Special Forces, knows now that there is a global threat, and he must prepare his family and friends for it. They drive off only to see the being staring at them from the distance, illuminated by the enormous flames, meant to sanitize and cover up their failed attempt at global domination. For now. All right, you guys, tell me what you think about that story. Would you dare be caught out in a situation like that? And what would you do if you had your family members and you were going through something like that? All right. Again, this work is for the fans. We're just 1 or 2 people shy from subbing. Like, share, subscribe these stories and what we're doing here. Again, we just basically grab random stories off the internet, and I actually tell some of my own stories. So again, you guys get to pick the brain of a published writer, and you guys are going to be part of it when this thing takes off and goes massively huge on the global scale. And you can say I was there for it. I was part of it, and that's the beautiful thing about it. So again, you guys, this is just, like I said, it's just fun. I think this is fun, and like I said, connecting with people is pretty cool. And yeah, remember, in closing, remember, check your closets. Check under your beds. Check the dark recesses of your home. And if you happen to work late at night or early in the morning when there's very limited light, do yourself a favor. Check under your car, because you absolutely, unequivocally never know what's waiting in the dark to make you a story. And this has been L.A. Kendrick. Until then, you guys fill in the spooky rest.